Hey Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and this is Luna Phoenix Tarot. Today I'm doing your July 2020 reading. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Aries out there. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Sometimes it's just not your message. No need to leave comments that it doesn't resonate. Just keep it moving. Anyway, that's me being triggered. Let me stop. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for checking me out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell for new content. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and thank you for still being here. Aries. This is a little complex, my friend. Friends, I'm just going to get right into it because, yeah. So, what we have here. The overall energy that came out was thinker. It's just what it says, thinker. Somebody that's in their head. There's a lot of that going on here. Hey, shh. We had the High Priestess come out, which is someone who is very intuitive, someone who's very gifted spiritually. You have gifts like the clairs. You may practice witchcraft, things like that. You're just into the esoteric world. But you're highly intuitive, so you get messages about people. I like to think of the High Priestess as someone who is just powerful, just bad bitch all around. So yeah, anyway, so then we have the Eight of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups represents leaving a situation that is no longer serving you emotionally. This could be a romantic connection. A lot of time that's what that is. It could be family as well, or business partnership, whatever. But cups represent emotions, so yeah. With that being clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, this is a situation that involves some abandonment, feeling left out, feeling alone in a room full of people, I'm hearing. The Ace of Swords is wanting to start fresh, and you have to do that by cutting out something that's no longer serving you. I feel like a lot of you, it is family related. And maybe that's why I felt the need to mention that with the cups. I don't know. But then we had the Queen of Swords come out. This is someone who can be very cold. This is someone who is not the most emotional. You can be. But it's more of an energy that's calculated. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. People can take it or leave it however they feel they need to. We had the Two of Wands come out, which is, to me, this card represents somebody who wants to see the world. This is somebody who wants to travel and go venture out and see what's out there, what life has to offer. Now, the crazy thing with that one is I was clarifying it, and these two came out together. The Two of Wands. Yeah. Two of Wands again, and the Two of Swords. So a lot of you are looking to move. A lot of you will be moving long distance. And if you're not moving, you're just traveling. I'm trying to get a location in mind, but it's not coming to me. So I am feeling beach vibes though. But Two of Swords is all about having to make a decision, but not having all the facts, kind of having to rely on your intuition. And that's why the High Priestess is here. You have that ability, so sometimes you have to use it in order to make the best decision for your life. Yeah. The next card that came out was the King of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. To me, that's a soul connection. That's a connection. That's a husband and wife. That's a bond that you have with somebody that is real. It was clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Tower, and the Five of Swords. So this is you and that person not seeing eye to eye. There's a lot of arguing going on, a lot of back and forth, arguing through text messages I'm hearing, or through like Facebook. A lot of angry communication. I feel like that's the only emotion there is anger and frustration. With the Ace of Wands being reversed, that tells me that there's not a whole lot of passion there. There's not a whole lot of passion in this reading at all. Not a whole lot of action either. A lot of thoughts. So there's not really any movement in this connection. And it's almost like it's run its course, is what I'm getting here. The next card that came out was the Five of Swords. Same type of energy. And if you look at it, this is somebody who's just frustrated. You're just, there's a huge lack of communication there. You guys have a lot of confirmations to me. So we have all these twos, so you're probably seeing twos. We have 5 and 5, so you're seeing fives. I think I had more that came out that confirmed each other. So there's a lot of messages coming in, and that's your intuition and your higher self, your ancestors and your spirit guides speaking to you through things like songs and numbers. A lot of you are saying numbers, 2 and 5 specifically, and 7. We also have, I think we have every 2, actually. No, almost. We had the 4 of Cups, which is about an offer of love being given but not necessarily being received. Clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. This is where this reading got thick for me, and I really have to, I still don't know if it makes sense, but we'll see where it goes. So, the Emperor came out. Clarified by the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. And I'm so hesitant to even go here. A lot of you have started communicating with someone else. And you see this person in a completely different light. The Emperor is somebody who runs a kingdom. This is somebody who has their shit together. They're not necessarily emotional, but they're able to connect with their emotions more deeply than a King of Swords would. However, there are massive warnings here. The 7 of Cups is all about having options, and kind of being in your head and creating like fantasies regarding these options. Then we have the 10 of Swords, which is about betrayal, being stabbed in the back, lied to, that type of energy. And then the 5 of Wands is all about more conflict, fighting, chaos. So I feel like both ways you guys go, you're running into, they're 2 different energies, but neither one are going anywhere. I feel like this is somebody who presents themselves as an emperor, but they're really not. And I feel like they do that as a way to bring people in. It's almost, it's manipulation, really. This is somebody who is not truthful about their options. This is somebody who kind of gives, what's the word I'm looking for? Big dreams and doesn't fulfill them. Somebody who wouldn't hesitate to stab you in the back to get what they want. On the other hand of that, we have somebody who's not communicating, somebody who's not necessarily connected to their emotions. There's a Tower moment here, which tells me this relationship is either on the brink of being done with or it already happened. I don't feel like it's happened yet. I feel like you guys are kind of just at that, you're at the climax. Like you're either going to get through it or not. This card came out and it honestly doesn't fit this reading. The Fool is all about taking a leap of faith and moving in a new direction, but being careful not to be blinded by something when you're moving into that new phase. I feel like a lot of you just need to be alone right now, and that may be why you're wanting to travel or move away, to get away from this chaos. This is a lot of chaos, Aries. And to add more to it, we had a new romantic cycle begins. And your commitment is being tested. So my take on that, and I actually am going to clarify just a little more. I wanted to go ahead and start this because, whew, Aries. Commitment is being tested. Sometimes I take that as your commitment to yourself. How much are you willing to sacrifice yourself for someone else? But this could be literal commitment to a relationship that you're in. I feel like a lot of you have the option to cheat, honestly, to be blunt about it. Because this person is presenting themselves as someone who has everything for you. And, yeah, this isn't somebody I would mess with if it were me. Ten of Swords, dog. I mean, there's a sword in the ox's eye. No thanks. Let me see if I can get anything else. Whew. My advice is to listen to your gut. If you're being pulled to go somewhere to travel, absolutely travel, 100%. Don't be inviting nobody though. Go by yourself, unless it's like a friend. I feel like a lot of you need to take a step back right now. I feel like life just kind of got crazy out of nowhere. Like here you are, just minding your business. Everything's going okay. And then all of a sudden it's like bam, bam, bam. Any other messages for Aries for July 2020? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is an abundant new beginning. This is financial abundance coming in, more time, more energy. That one wants to come out. The Ace of Swords. Wow. Didn't that just come out? It sure did. Ace of Swords again. You guys have a lot of confirmations here. All that tells me is that this message is accurate. So if it's not resonating, you know, it just may not be your message. Death just came out. And the Three of Wands also flipped over. You're about to go through a transformation. But you have to take a step back from the chaos in order to hear what you need to hear and see what you need to see. When you're caught up in all the noise, messages are going to be passing you by that you're not catching. And these messages are from your guides in an effort to pull you into the right direction. The Three of Wands is here, and she's at a beach. So some of y'all need to go to the beach and clear your minds. You're in your head. This is a lot. I feel like a lot of you guys are not sleeping. You're not eating. You have a lot of anxiety. Like I see some of you just literally like twiddling your fingers because you don't know what to do with your energy because you're so anxious. I would be too, honestly. Any other messages for Aries? July 2020. Any other? Jeez, okay. Wow. Let's see. Nine of Swords was just at the top of that. I'm gonna go ahead and take those. Nine of Swords is literal anxiety. Queen of Wands. This is somebody who is passionate, fun-loving, loves life. Look at that spark. Look at it. I love this card. Her energy is amazing. So you have the opportunity to go from the Queen of Swords, not to take away from the Queen of Swords, but you have the opportunity to find joy in life again by finding yourself. We have the Seven of Swords here too. This is about trickery, thievery, fuckery, bullshit that you will be leaving behind. Can we clarify and that's another 7 too, I'm just realizing, Lord have mercy. So that's 2s, 5s, 7s. And that's a lot of cards, Spirit. Hermit just came out over the 7 of Swords, which is about taking a step back, taking time to yourself, time to breathe, closing off the world, putting yourself in quarantine. Can we clarify the 7 of Swords? Judgment. With Sun at the bottom. This is a redemption card to me. This is somebody who's made it through some trials and tribulations. This is somebody who's been given an opportunity to be reborn again. I don't practice any religion, but the image that comes to my mind is a baptism. When I look at this card, that's what I see. So it's a matter of forgiving yourself too. If you've made a mistake in this relationship, forgive yourself for it and move on. That's the only way that you'll be able to come to a place in your life where you're able to fully love yourself. When you're not carrying around baggage from past relationships. I think I'm gonna leave the Emperor over here. I almost wanted to clarify him some more, but my best advice based on this reading would be to take a massive break from both energies and from this family, or if it's still the connection. I feel like some of you need to separate from family. It could be both, but I feel like I'm talking to two different groups. And just take time for yourself. Go to the beach and sit with the water and just let your emotions flow. Be one with the water. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope it resonates. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Take care.